Good afternoon, Falcon fans. We are here in the BGSU indoor golf facility with head coach of the BGSU women's golf team, Stephanie Young, as well as co-senior captains, Lauren and Marisa Glew. And Coach Young, I think we should get started by just saying that unfortunately it's not been a completely eventless 4 months. As I'm sure most fans are aware by now, Susie Grundon is no longer part of the team. And I just want to first get from you a comment or two about how the program looks going forward.
Well, the way it looks going forward is that we have 7 young women dedicated to and committed to the goals that we set out for the season. And as far as that, the roster may look a little bit different for the spring, but our motivation, our goals, our plan has not changed. So I'm really looking forward to. We're in week 8 of our spring season, and really looking forward to seeing what the hard work and intensity that we've been putting in is going to pay off.
Now, I know in conversations that we've had since the end of this fall schedule, you've talked a lot about the team first philosophy. Could you just tell our fans just a little bit about how you feel about that and how you implement that in the program?
Absolutely. It's something I'm really passionate about. It's an individual game for sure. There's a part of golf where you have to go out on your own and execute, certainly, but it's team first here, where it's 4 scores at the end of the day, and that we try to foster a family atmosphere here. And in 3 words, we're focus, fun, and family, and there's a team aspect to that in everything that we do. So.
Okay, now I'm sure a lot of people have been wondering, the 2 recruits that you announced for the 2011 signing class are both from Texas. How have they bought into that team philosophy?
Yeah, they love it, and I think it's 2 young ladies that are really going to fit into our system well. Both Shelby Wilson and Patricia Holt, I think, are really going to thrive in the team environment. They're both used to playing an individual type style of golf where they're both on teams, and certainly it's a great atmosphere, and they enjoy playing with the teammates that they have. But moving to the college level, I think the difference is that you've got a team that is very committed and that is willing to have a rigorous schedule of practice, training, where high school, a lot of people have other interests that also play golf. They play other sports, or they're involved in clubs or activities. When you get to the college Division I level, when you're on a team, that's you live, breathe that sport, and of course your academics also. So I think that they're really looking forward to that. I think they're going to thrive in that type of environment, and they're very excited to get here in the fall, and as are we. So we're counting down the days.
Okay, now Lauren and Marisa, as the only seniors on the team and the co-captains, how have you 2 tried to help the other 5 members of the team rededicate themselves to what we've been talking about, the team first philosophy, and trying to move forward to successfully complete the 2010-11 season?
I think we've all been working really hard together. I mean, we've been getting up every morning together, like 6 and 7 a.m. We have workouts and weights and things like that, and so I think everyone's pretty dedicated and knows what needs to be done to see success in the spring. And I mean, it doesn't take a lot. I think everyone knows where we're at and how much ground we need to make up. So yeah, I don't think anyone's dedication has ever been an issue. Everyone that we have here is dedicated, and we all want the same things, and so everyone's going to work hard to accomplish those things, no matter who's here or who's not.
Okay. Now, you guys start the season on Friday. You'll be leaving in just a couple of days for Arizona to participate in the Rio Verde Tournament hosted by Western Michigan. There's going to be 17 teams, including 7 from the MAC. And this is a tournament that you all are very familiar with. Can you just tell us a little bit about what that's like?
Yeah. It's a great atmosphere. Obviously, we're moving from, we're going to go to 70-degree climate. We're going to see grass, which is really exciting. And I think seeing the MAC teams, there's Big 10, Big 12, and Mid-American Conference competition, I mean, there's nothing better. So we've got to hit the ground running. We stay with host families, which is always a neat aspect. We've built a relationship with them for well over 6, 7, 8, 9 years now. So there's a familiarity with it, and it's just a really fun venue.
It's really fun.
Is there anything in particular that, causes you to want to go back year after year?
I think it's the MAC, obviously the MAC competition. Western Michigan hosts it. Coach Trout and her staff do a phenomenal job. And we like to be loyal within the MAC conference. A lot of the MAC teams support our home Falcon Invitational. I think it's really important that when you can make those stops on your schedule, that's, at the end of the day, it comes down to the MAC championship. So the more you can compete against the MAC teams, I think the better. And it's a unique venue where it's in Arizona. The girls get to play a special type of golf course. It's not strictly a desert style golf course. It's a little bit different, but it's very scoreable. It demands a lot out of your game, especially when we're coming out early out of the gate. So I think, and they look forward to it. It's fun.
Sure.
We're there to work, but it's fun surroundings also.
Now, Lauren and Marisa, what's it like to go from being here in the indoor facility and not being able to play outside for 3 or 4 months on end to all of a sudden going outdoors and having to transition that game to competitive outdoor golf?
It's probably the most different from any other sport here, because all winter we're working, and we can't simulate an actual golf course in here. Like, it's not the same as what actual competition will be, but we have to just believe in what we prepared in and work. We just work really hard in here all winter, and the running and the lifting, and then hope that when we go outside and it translates and everything will feel just like how it did in the fall. So.
Okay, now this will be your 4th trip to Arizona. What's it like to go down there specifically and play?
It's one of our favorite tournaments. I think it's one of everyone on the team. Like, our freshmen obviously haven't been there yet, but I think they're going to love it just as much. It's just a really different atmosphere from the other tournaments we go to, and just coming out of the cold and getting to go to Arizona, and such a nice place. And
the course is so nice.
The course is nice, and the families are really nice. The people we stay with, you can tell they put a lot of effort into it, and it's just a really well-run tournament. So.
Now, Stephanie, the course you guys will be playing on this year is the White Wing course, which I believe hasn't been used for this tournament since your first year down there in 2006.
Yeah.
What do you remember about that course that might help the ladies this weekend?
It's very similar to the Quail course. They're both very similar. Actually, the very first I competed when I played my college golf at Toledo, I competed in the very first Rio Verde Invitational way back when, and we played a competition on both courses. So it's very similar. I don't think they're going to have any trouble transitioning. I think it'll be fun for them to see the other golf course. And it's been redesigned. Tom Lehman has added some tweaks to it. So it'll be fun. And there's 18 greens. There's 18 tee boxes. So we're going to try to get there in the fewest amount of strokes. So nothing changes there.
Okay. Now this will be the first of 5 spring tournaments, including the Longaberger Spring Challenge Cup, right at the 1st of April. Then you guys travel to Kentucky for the Lady Colonel Classic. And then before the MAC Championships, you actually get to play here in Bowling Green with the annual Falcon Invitational. Why don't you guys just tell us a little bit about how you're looking forward to that?
You guys go first.
Okay. I don't know. It's always nice to have, play on your home course, and hopefully we'll get some people coming out to watch us this year. Yeah. We're always trying to get people to come out.
Yeah. Anyone watching this?
If you're watching this, come watch us play.
It's on a weekend. It's a weekend.
So you have no excuse.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's always good, and we're really familiar with the course, and it should be good for us. Yeah.
Do you think it provides any advantages? I know, like with the guys who get their home tournament in the fall, and they seem to do really well with it. Yeah. So do you think it provides any kind of advantage?
I think there's, again, it's their own backyard, right? And I think you're ready to play no matter where you are, but there's an extra incentive. They get to sleep in their own bed. We're not traveling, and we have a fantastic field this year. 13 teams, a ton of MAC teams, more than we've ever had. So it's just going to be a really exciting event, and it's a very fast spring, just like always. 4 tournaments in April. So we look to our home tournament as the last springboard to the MAC championship, which is in a few days after that's over. So it's just, there's a lot of excitement.
Okay, and of course, like you just said, the MAC championship will be the week after the Falcon Invitational. What would you say going into the spring season? What are your goals for the MAC championship?
I think, just the simple fact of improving upon our performances from years past, particularly last year. But I think we're focusing on execution and playing aggressive this spring. So, we really want to take the hard work and see that in the result. And then, again, Longaberger's a course that a lot of the team is familiar with. I think it's a course that demands a lot off the tee, and then you have to put it on. We've talked about this in the fall at the preview, where you've got to dissect the green and get yourself in the right position. So it requires a lot of management, a lot of strategy, and things that we can practice in all the events leading up to that. So
we've all been there multiple times, and with the Challenge Cup, we've been able to go there extra to see the course and play it. So there shouldn't, it's just like any other tournament. So.
Okay, and finally for both you and Lauren and you, Marisa, you're entering your last spring, with the Falcons. Do you both have any personal goals that you'd like to see accomplished in these last few tournaments?
Yeah, Marisa, I know. Oh, I do for sure. I feel like I need to make a contribution here, and I need to just focus on executing. And I've been holding myself back a lot of times. It's just I prepared, so I just need to do it this spring. So. Yeah, I think we both just want to go out and have fun and try and get some top tens, maybe do well in the MAC championship for sure, and just enjoy it. I think we worked really hard, so there's no doubt that we'll play well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time for all three of you. Good luck this weekend and throughout the spring.
Thanks, Matt.